Hello guys, welcome back to another video in this Python tutorial series, and in this video I am going to talk about lambda function, filter function and map function, and I am going to tell you how these functions are related to each other. Well, not actually related to each other, but how lambda function is related to map function and filter function, how we can use lambda function in both these in both these functions. So without wasting any more time, let's get directly into the coding. So guys, firstly we need to talk about lambda functions, and lambda functions are basically anonymous functions that do not have a name. Okay, let's define a normal function, then in contrast I'll create a lambda function in contrast to that normal function. Okay, so let's say I want to create a function that's add two numbers. Okay, so def and def sum a comma b. We have seen this before in the last videos, and now return a plus b. So now when I run it, a sorry 4 comma 5, it is 9. Okay, so now guys, I'm gonna make a function in contrast to this function, a lambda function. I'm gonna make a lambda function, and that lambda function would be created. Let's see the syntax first. So at first we write lambda, and as you so that this lambda turned into pink color. It might change into some other color for you because I have a different theme and you might have a different theme. But if it changes color, then it means that it is a keyword, and you can check another keywords of Python on Google. So after that we will pass the parameters like these. So I'm gonna pass two parameters. So let's say x comma y, and then we will write colon. So before colon we will write the parameters that we want to pass, and after the colon we will write an expression. So in lambda functions there is a condition like you can have any number of parameters, it's not a problem, but you can only have one expression. So I'm gonna write x plus y. Now this function is going to work as same as like this. There are two ways to run a lambda function. So the first way would be like just do this, uh, 4 comma 5, which is 9, and another way would be to associate it with a name. X is equal to lambda equal to a, and then I can call it like a normal function. So 4 comma 5, this is 9. Okay, so what is the use of lambda function? Why do we use it? Actually the use of lambda functions comes out when we need to pass a function into another function. Yes guys, in Python we can pass a function to another function. Okay, so like we did in this example, so here we can pass also let's say def subtract, and here I can pass values like this, and then I can pass here sum. So sum will be this function. I can pass here as same as like I can pass that function in this function, and I can use that also. But in this video we are not gonna talk about that. I will make a separate video for that. So in that and those kind of cases, it is very good, and we will see how this works in lambda function, in filter function, and in what do we say, map function. But before we do that, let me just give you some more examples like how we can use lambda functions. And lambda functions are very short functions. Basically, we use them when we don't want to call a functions many times, but we just want to use it once or twice in our program. So then at that point we use lambda functions. Also, you see, guys, like we had to associate this function with a name. Okay, basically we had to associate this function with a variable, as you can see. But let's just check what it is going to return when we run it like this. So when we run it like this, it is going to return the location, or you can say where it is going to return the definition where it is stored and it is converted into a normal function. Basically, what Python does is that it converts lambda function into normal function. So it is same as like normal function, but we write it differently. Internally, it works same as normal function. Okay, so that's why what we do is that x, when we do x equal to lambda and this, so we are gonna associate this block of memory with this name, which also happens which also happens when we do this sum. Wait a second. Yeah. So this also happens like this. All of this is associated with this name. So this is the same concept like which is going on in lambda function. So this is it, and now I'm gonna make some more basic programs using lambda function, like a square of two numbers or things like that. So let's say lambda, and I'm gonna pass just one parameter. And now what I am gonna do, I am gonna use the square operator. So double star is a square operator. Basically, it's not a square operator; it's a power operator. And here we provide the power that we want to use. Okay, so now if I enter, like if I pass 2, it is going to return 4. And if I want like cube of a number, then we can do this like this. But always remember, guys, that it can have multiple, as many as you want number of parameters, but it can only have one expression, and by expression I mean this. So be careful about this, guys. And so the next thing is filter function. Let me just tell you what a filter function is. Filter. Filter functions. Okay, so as the name suggests, filter function filters some specific numbers from a set of numbers based on some condition. So let's see how filter function works. But before that, I want to show you another thing. Is that it is called a list: 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's talk about this first. This is called as list. It is a Python list, and what it does is that it stores all these values: 1, 2, 3, 4 in A. If you want to do this traditionally, then what you need to do is you need to A equal to 1, B equal to 2, and C equal to 3, which is very inefficient. So that's why we use list. And in this example, I am gonna use list. But next video, I think next to next video will be about data structure in Python. So in that we will discuss list in more detail. So stay tuned for that. And now what I am gonna do is I am gonna use filter function. So filter function needs a function to pass it. So here you can see why I was talking about, like we need to pass. It is better to pass a function. It is better to pass a lambda function to a function, because let's say lambda, and I'm gonna say x, and I want all the numbers, all the even numbers in a list. So the condition would be x modulus equal to 2. So guys, what this does is that, say let's say it gives you the remainder. Okay, so let's say here, so it is 10 modulus 2, so the remainder would be 0. 10 modulus 2, remainder would be 0. And if it is an odd number, 11 modulus 2, then it will going to be, it will give me an answer of 1. So let me just rub it. So I am checking if if x modulus, it is called as modulus operator. If x modulus 2 equal to 0, if x modulus 2 equal to 0, it means after modulus by after dividing it by 2, the remainder is 0. Then we want to filter, on that condition we want to filter our series. So let's say let's use A. Now what I am gonna use is, I'm gonna pass another value. So here Basically here we pass the lambda function, and here I am passing, what do you say, our list. So when I'm gonna run this, I need to also typecast it into a list as well. So I'm also gonna talk about what is list typecasting. We talked it about in the first, or I guess in the second video, what is typecasting, but what is list typecasting, I'm gonna talk about in one or two videos. Okay, so let's run it. So as you can see here, we got 2 and 4 because these are even numbers. So 2 and 4. Now if we want x modulus 2 is not equal to 0. So what do we want? Okay. So what do we want? That if x modulus 2 is not 0, which means it will be 1. So now we will get even odd numbers, 1 and 3. So here you can see the use of filter function and why lambda function is so useful, like because you are not gonna use it again and again and again in the program. So if we did this with the traditional way, it would be very lengthy because we had to define the function, then we need to call it. But here it is only a one line thing. So this is the use of filter function. We can do multiple things with this. I'm not gonna go deep in this because what's my aim is that I just want to tell you the concepts, but you need to do all the hard work by yourself. You need to do research. It may be difficult for you in the early stages, but it will be worth it because if you do programming by yourself, you just need to understand the concept. Otherwise, all you need to like all the practice you have to do by yourself. And if I will show you 4 or 5 examples here, then you won't even bother to do another example at by yourself basically. So without wasting any more time, let's get into the map function. So map function, basically, let's just take an example. We have a list a is equal to 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4. So what map function is under that, it applies a specific operation on all the values of this list. For example, if you want to find the square of all these numbers, then map function would be very useful. And in map function also we need to pass a function which squares the number. So here we will also use lambda function, and I am also going to use list map function, map. Now I am going to pass the function first, lambda x. This is the, what do we say, uh, this is the parameter, and what do we need to do is x, just this. And now I just need to pass the list here. So if I run this, I will see 1 4 9 16, which is the square of these numbers. So let me just tell you once again how it's what do we say, let me just give you a review on what we did. Let me just give you a review what we did. So at first we learned about lambda functions, why they are useful, and how, what is the syntax of lambda function in Python, where they are used, and why do we use them. Basically, we use them because we don't want to uh, create a function that we are only going to use once or twice in the program. So we use lambda function, which is very short and which is very precise, you can say. So here we saw how you can run lambda functions like two-way. Um, Mostly people use lambda function like this, but you can also run lambda function like this. And after that we talked about filter function, which is used to filter out specific numbers from a whole set of numbers. And we saw the syntax of the filter function. Basically, filter function and map function both accepts 2 parameters. Let me just give you like this. The first parameter is a function that we need to pass, and the second parameter is the list. You can say list or any other object, but we mostly use it with list. So this is the parameter values of the map and filter function. So guys, I think that this is enough for this video, and if you did like the video, please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. So I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.